Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail, this is my channel and I'm really looking forward to listening to some music today. I've listened to a few tracks already. I haven't listened to a few tracks for a couple of weeks. I had a most horrendous stomach bug and it's good to be back anyway, just to make the most of the time before I go back to work. I was really looking for trying to do some reactions over Easter as well, and it's just, best laid plans. I still felt really tired from being ill the previous couple of weeks. So I am back, and it's just great to be here. So I just want to thank everybody for everything, that you bring to my channel. It's a very interactive experience with the comments, and I might not always give a reply because I'm getting a lot of comments now, but I will acknowledge a comment and take it in. Gonna try and get to some new music soon, but if anyone has anything they want to suggest, you can either just drop me a comment in the comment in the just drop me a suggestion in the comments, or go to buy me a coffee, and I will definitely react to that music then. So this is the Stranglers. This is a track called Something Better Change. I haven't heard this one before. I don't recognise it anyway. It was on their second studio album, a side A, track 6, and the track was itself was out in July 1977, and it reached number 9. So maybe there is a chance that I have heard this. The album was No More Heroes, second studio album, which was released in September of the same year. We have Hugh Cornwall on guitars, Jean-Jacques Burnel on bass and lead guitar, Dave Greenfield on keys, and Jet Black on drums. Obviously, I think it was Dave Greenfield that passed away, so always sad, when you go out to groups like this and you realise that maybe one or two members of the group have passed. But I think it might be a live version. It's from Granada TV. So I don't know what the quality's like, but I'm just going to dive in and have a listen. And I think we might have Jean-Jacques Burnel on lead vocals as well.
In the
So
last 18 months or so, various new artists have arrived who have spurned the lavish production and slavish technique of the stadium superstars. In so doing, they have brought back freshness, excitement and strangeness to the business of rock. In their turn, they are becoming acceptable, and in their turn, they'll become business. But in the meantime, they have provided a much-needed injection of life.
But first, the Stranglers with Something Better Change. Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4.
the riff seems familiar.
Don't you like the things that I say? Don't you like the way I seem to enjoy it? When you shout things bad, I don't care. Something's happening, oh, something right now. Can't you see it? Something's happening and it's happening right now. Ain't got time to wait. There's something better change. There's something better change. There's something better change. I said something better change. Don't you like the way I dance now, sing back you? Don't you like the cut of my clothes? Don't you like the way I seem to enjoy it? Stick my fingers right up your nose. Something's happening and it's happening right now. Can't you see it?
I've got to say, that keyboard work is just amazing, and it's something going back to when I started listening to Stranglers, I never kind of there's to certain instruments I just got the vibe of a song. I never really sort of thought about the individual instruments, and something I've learned from listening to a lot of music is that the bass is really important. I've completely ignored the bass for years and years and years, and again, sometimes the keyboards are just incredible tapestry of sound in the background, and for a band that's as raw as the Stranglers to have such a um, beautiful pianist, a keyboardist, or sort of just Dave Greenfield is it must be a real kind of bonus for any band that's got that behind them.
Something's happening and it's happening right now. Ain't got time to wait. I said something better change. I said something better change. I
insane.
I said something better change. 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 Thank you. I said something better change. 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 Change, 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 change.
Something better change, but has it?
Well, it's a good question. Something better changed, but has it? I think that that would probably be what the song was about. The 1977 would have been like the 76 and 77 punk really kind of sort of hit. I suppose it hit the streets, it hit music, and it was a radical shake-up of the music scene, and it laid sort of like in its own way laid the foundations for everything that was to come. Something different. A lot of musicians out of the punk scene went on to sort of like establish new sounds. We've got the sound of the synths in the 80s. A lot of those were from the punk scene. We had new wave, and so it's only kind of appropriate that a band like the Stranglers, who had their debut album in 1976, would um, would use this as a basis for a song. That is what I'm assuming, and yeah, why not? There's a few songs really that challenge the established sound, and I think when you look at Top of the Pops from the 70s, 76 and 77, when I started really kind of like watching them again, and what you kind of realise is that they're really plugging easy listening music on these channels, and these were like artists that were um, never even graced the top 40, but it was easy listening, and I think gradually bands like The Clash, Stranglers, they see that as a really good kind of platform to sing about that kind of stuff, and it becomes the challenge to uh, drag music forward, basically. And we also had a disco era to get over as well. And I actually love the disco music. I think it has its place, but something kind of radical, a bit more political, maybe was just around the corner with a lot of these bands, and he's laid the foundations for sure of the 80s. I don't know what it would have been like if punk hadn't happened. Actually, it's a good question. Um, but yeah, it's great to see this, and I recognised the riff of this. Bits of it I don't really remember. I don't know how well played this song was on the radio, but definitely the very opening, something better change hook. I definitely recognise that, and it's great to see um, Jean-Jacques Bernal on lead vocals, as well as I think he's a bassist as well as bass. And it's good that they can sort of change the vocalist like that, because most of the time it's I think it's Hugh Cornwall basically. Um, but then again, was it uh, was it his vocals also on Nice and Sleazy too? That was a good track. Um, so yeah, folks, let me know what you think of this. And he looks familiar, actually, gentleman there. Did he go on to? Is he anything to do with the Manchester scene? I seem to remember his face a little bit, a few years on. Something to do with the Happy Mondays or something. Anyway, that's enough from me. Please join me in the comments below, and Till next time, take care of yourselves and R.I.P. Great Dave Greenfield.